some big old news coming from the Microsoft headquarters.
Like, we're not even editing this.
This
is one take.
If you mess up, I'm gonna cut it out.
We're gonna do something new in this video because so many people like go nuts on us and comment and stuff, and we want to get your opinions. So what is it? Video responses? Is that what it is? Yes. So video responses. That's what we want to see on this video. So before we get into the news, the real shit news today. Remember, video responses or comment below, but we will accept all video responses. Let's see some good points.
Let's see a good video.
Let's see some good videos.
Yeah, let's see good. So there's some points that we want to share with you, some big news from Microsoft. So let's start with number 1. The console must connect to the internet once every 24 hours in order for you to play games. So that means that you can use Wi-Fi, if you Ethernet connected to the Xbox One, or you can tether from your phone using cell service.
So
if you need to.
What happens if the internet goes down?
Internet goes down, you can't play for 24 hours. Then you can't play.
Like what happens if it gets hacked?
Then you can't play.
PS3 network got hacked
for 2 weeks.
Yeah, what happens?
You wouldn't be able to play your single player games for 2 weeks if Microsoft got hacked.
So this is official news?
This is official news from Microsoft. It's not the greatest news. For me, I'm not that concerned about because I have a decent connection. I haven't had problems with the internet, but it's going to happen to a lot of people. Some people don't even have internet.
This is a fucking nightmare.
I'll be honest, I didn't think they'd actually do this. Not every 24 hours.
No,
maybe
I thought
every week, every once a month.
They got us good on this one. They fucked us.
But it'd be interesting to find out what is the percentage of gamers that don't have internet.
Well, I heard...
What is that percentage? I wonder.
I heard that 25% of Xbox 360 owners, and this is just what I read, do not have an Xbox but do not connect.
Okay, but do they have the internet?
I don't know.
Because now they have to connect, so... I wonder what the percentage is. I think that'd be interesting to find out.
I got a question now. Do you think that they'd be smart enough to ever make a system that you buy at the store and it's literally called the offline version?
Like the Xbox 360 arcade?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a watered down version?
It's like a watered down version, doesn't have all the features.
That would be interesting.
Wouldn't that make sense?
Maybe, but you know what? A lot of stuff Microsoft's doing right now does not make sense.
It's ridiculous.
I wonder.
Wait a minute. What about those times
What about LAN parties?
I know. What happens to the LAN parties? I used to go to Halo LAN parties. You bring the systems. What does that mean? Like, what if one of the systems is at that 2-hour mark where it has 2 more hours before it has to check in? Then all of a sudden, one of the systems at the LAN parties doesn't work. Oh, who's got a phone who we can tether the Wi-Fi to? It's so fucking dumb.
This is very similar to what Sony said about the used games. The Xbox One will allow the sale of used games at participating retailers, but only if the publisher allows it. So
I know
Sony also said we're leaving it up to the publishers. So if they had the choice and they gain the most out of this decision, of course they're going to not let people sell it used.
The people that are going to lose out on this whole used market, if the publisher does sell it, because the publisher does take a profit of the used sale now, we're losing out. And you know where that's going to happen? That's going to happen in the trade-in value of the game. So here's my copy of Halo 5. I'm trading it in. How much do I get this time? Oh,
$5.
$10? $5? 10 or 5? What? Why? Oh, because...
It's like, what is this, EB Games? That was the advantage of having a console, but you know what? PC gamers have been dealing with this for years. No used games, everything's digital. Yeah. And they seem very content with what they have.
There's one little thing called a Steam sale. And there's also something called a Humble Bundle.
Wouldn't it be cool if there was something like that for Xbox Live and PSN?
You know, imagine the Humble Bundle came to the systems.
That'd be awesome. There are restrictions on how you can give and loan your games away. What's more, lending won't be available at launch. So, lending won't be available at launch, but eventually you can lend? That just means to me that Microsoft hasn't made a decision yet.
No, because that doesn't make sense. If I can lend you a game, why can't I just go sell it to somebody and say, oh, I lent it to him?
Yeah, so that means that
what does that mean?
Probably can't lend it to anyone. Ever. One of the positive things that came out today was everyone was scared that the Kinect were, people could hack into your Kinect and spy on you. The government could check out your foreskin.
Yeah, let's just get over it with this.
You can turn the Kinect off.
Obviously.
You can turn the Kinect off. I mean, that didn't bother me to begin with. Put a blanket over it, turn it around, shove it up your Aunt Trudy's ass. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me, right?
No, I don't give a shit either.
Right.
You know how many cameras are on our street?
We literally got you guys looking at us now. I got my iPad looking at us. Jay's phone looking at Jay. And Kat's phone is still here.
Do we know if they're using it? No. Have they probably looked in on those cameras? Probably.
Yeah, they probably seen you jerk off. Let's move on.
In a way, I get off because of the cameras.
Yeah, I like it when people watch. The last piece of news is the most confusing, and I still don't really understand it because they won't answer the questions. They won't answer the details. You can have up to 10 people in your Xbox One family and can share all your content among them regardless of which console they're using. So that's confusing because I don't know, what does family mean? Does that mean you, Jay, like you're from Bangladesh?
No, the way that...
And you could play it on your Xbox One in my shared folder on Xbox Live, or do you have to be on the same credit card as me?
No, I know what this means. I think I figured this out. An Xbox family would be you and I. We're Xbox family.
Okay.
8 of our really close fans, that's our Xbox family.
Right, and once you choose those people, is it set?
No, I'm pretty sure it's done.
Right.
I think you can have up to 10 at one time, and
so
you can take people off and on.
So think of it like cell phone plans.
Exactly, like I call you and it's free.
So this is what's confusing me. It says that you can share with my family, Xbox One family, but it also says you can't lend the games at launch. So does that mean you can't lend the physical copy, but you can do it digitally with your shared Xbox Live content? But
yeah, they said that. No, they did say that.
Well, I think that's...
But what does lending mean? Lending means that you give the game,
right?
But doesn't lending mean you get it back?
So this seems a little bit weird to me. So if I buy Halo 5 and I put it in my shared folder in Xbox Live, 10 people will be able to play that game, full game,
no, again, it doesn't make sense.
Without paying for it?
I know, and aren't they really upset about that already? Like, we don't want 10 people stealing the game?
So we can just get Kat to keep buying games, and you and I don't even have to buy the games.
I know, it doesn't make sense.
So that's something
way off
is
here.
fishy.
There's only one good thing out of all of this. That they've confirmed that Kinect can be shut off, and there's one other thing. Yeah. You can now gift games on Xbox Live. Right. So, I can send you a game, or publishers...
Like Steam, yeah.
Publishers can do better giveaways. Just go, here we gifted you a game. What's your Xbox Live account name? Oh, here's a free game. So
I think the major two issues here that's really going to bug gamers is A, the used games, B, the always online every 24 hours.
So,
A, used games.
Yep.
I think that's going to be across the board. I think that's going to be with PS4 as well.
Of course it is. Should we be upset with Microsoft and Sony here? Or should we be upset? Should we really be upset with the publishers? That's the question I have to ask you.
You know what? Maybe we should be upset with the fellow gamer.
I almost feel like
the people who rip off
it's the people that have modded systems at home, the people that hack everything, who don't want to spend the money on an actual game.
You fucked it.
Those are the people that fucked us. Has nothing to do with the publishers or the systems. Like, what is ridiculous to say that we're getting screwed by this whole thing? It makes no sense. That would not exist unless people were stealing.
I don't think you're going to see many used games at your video game store anymore.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
From this news? Absolutely not.
I think this. When I'm done with a copy of like NHL 2020 and I hand it in, like
we don't accept that.
There's a new game coming out the year after.
I have a feeling people are going to be like, especially EA games, they're going to be like, sorry sir, we don't accept that.
It's fucking ridiculous. Well, no, that is going to happen. You go in the store and you buy something, and then you want to trade it in a week later. They're going to say, "Let me check." And go, yeah. No, we don't take that.
And I guarantee EA will be the first. So again, there's still questions that need to be asked, and what's pissing me off is Microsoft is not answering the questions that journalists are asking. Like, can you verify this? Can you clear this? They're got their mouths shut. Sony's not saying anything. I guarantee they're going to do something very similar with the used games, probably exactly the same. Well, they said they'll leave it up to the publisher, so really it's up to the publisher. We still won't find out all these details at E3. It'll be months after E3 and just moments before the release, so we'll really find this stuff out.
And the final thing I have to say today is, out of the 3 major companies, and you could still call Nintendo a major company, I gotta ask you this, which one's been the most honest?
Right, and which one are you going to buy? Are you going to buy all 3 still, all 2, none of them?
I have to be honest.
Are you just PC gaming?
I have to be honest in the video, and everyone's going to go apeshit on me, but the most honest company out of all of this has been Sony. The only thing we don't know is how their side of the used market will work on that system. They just haven't made that announcement yet. They haven't been, like, releasing little tidbits and making us fucking guess for the last 3 weeks, like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah.
And the second company that's been honest, and I still have to give them a little bit credit even though they're up shit creek, is Nintendo. At least Nintendo has the balls to come out and publicly state, can you please have some patience with us because we want to actually make games that are good. You know, E3, we still got a couple of days to see some really amazing things from Nintendo in terms of software. I know that the system will pick up when Zelda and Donkey Kong and all those amazing, obviously Smash Brothers come out. So that's how I feel about the 3 systems right now. There's nothing else to say. E3's coming.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think.